Good afternoon, everyone. It's Rashida Strober. I am the world's first and only dark skinned activist. I am the creator, the inventor, the designer, the architect of the very first platform in history for dark skin, known as dark skin activism. And I created this platform to fight against what I call darkism back in 1998, and I brought it to the internet. And I have been since fighting for the eradication of darkism and colorism. I have written more books on dark skin than anybody in the world. My books include The Dark Skin Revenge, my other book, Darkism, and Taking Back Hello Kings and Girls, the Eight Dark Girl of the Moment. And I want to invite everyone to please support me because I'm in a legal battle right now. And I'm asking that you would support me to help me pay my legal funds. One of the things I'm doing is I am selling my books. My books are $40 each. You can send your $40 to my Cash App, which is dollar sign Rashida Lala. Once again, dollar sign Rashida Lala. That is my Cash App, dollar sign Rashida Lala. You can get Token Dark Girl, the It Dark Girl of the Moment, $40. You can also get Darkism, 25 ways dark skinned people are discriminated against. That's $40. Or you can get A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge. All the books are $40 each. And I'm raising funds because I need to pay for my legal fees. So I'm glad you guys could hear me. And I'm asking you to support me. I cannot speak in detail on the legal battle that I'm dealing with right now, but I do have an order of protection. It is a temporary order of protection, and I have a court date that is set up next month, and I have legal fees, and I'm asking you guys to support me. The person that I'm in a legal battle with, that person has done so many things to violate my rights, namely violating the rights of my privacy and the privacy of my minor child. And all of it is illegal, okay? And so I'm fighting it. I'm fighting it in court. One of the battles I have won, thanking God that I was able to get a temporary order of protection against this person, just to get some justice for everything that I've gone through. And I'm still getting the harassing phone calls, even as early as yesterday. Um, as a result of this person's actions, I received multiple death threats. I received more cyber stalking than I can even discuss on here. And it's been just terrible. So I had to work really hard to get an attorney, but by the grace of God, I got one. Like I said, I'm in a legal battle. Right now, I cannot discuss and I will not discuss the particularities of my case because I have been advised not to do that, and I'm not going to do that. So there's people out there that are trying to continue to intimidate me and harass me, um, and cyber stalk me, and making up vicious lies because they follow this individual who incited all of this against me. And they're trying to get me to speak on the specifics of the protective order, and I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to tell you there is a protective order in place. It's temporary, and there is a court date set for next month. And I do need help paying my legal fees, and I'm asking you guys to support. So how can you support? You can go to my cat. Hey, everybody that's watching. Shout out to everybody that's watching, and thank you all for supporting me. My Cash App is dollar sign Rashida Lala. Once again, dollar sign Rashida Lala. Thank you. Let's see, ND. I hope I don't mispronounce your name, New York. Thank you very much. I do appreciate all the support. I really need you guys to support financially because I don't have much time. My court date is next month and I need to pay my legal fees. So if you give $40 or more, I will send you a copy of your choice of A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge, my book, Darkism, 25 Ways Dark Skinned People Are Discriminated Against, or Token Dark Girl, the It Dark Girl of the Moment. And it will help me to pay my legal expenses. And it's very important that I pay these legal expenses because this is the help that I needed to get me justice for all the violations of the law that I've gone through. And I ask that you guys to support what this person has done. Is just completely wrong. It's caused me a lot of emotional stress, a lot of emotional damage. It's just so damaging. Even my play um, ended up getting stolen because of this person's actions, because of the person inciting the violence and the cyber stalking and the threats against me. So I'm very grateful that I have gotten this into court and I'm getting justice, but I just need to pay the legal fees. So, and also, the person invaded my privacy, which is illegal, used an illegal recording of me in the comfort of my home and with my minor child in it, and exploited my minor child. It's just all kinds of violations of the law, and you can't do that. You can't go around doing that. Free speech is great, but when you start threatening violence against a person, then that's illegal. When you start threatening violence against a person, when you tell your followers to get physically violent with a person, and the person starts getting death threats and getting cyber stalked, and that's illegal. And I'm here because this individual has been mistreating, cyber stalking, threatening Black women online for the longest. And I'm asking y'all to stand up for justice. So one of the things that I wanted to do is, to encourage people to help me out with the legal fees because my rights have been violated and I need to get justice, is to please go to my Cash App, $ Rashida Lala. Once again, $ Rashida Lala. And if you give $40 or more, I'll send you either Token Dark Girl, Darkism, or A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge. Now, each book is $40 a piece. $40 a piece. And yeah, y'all. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I had to say right now at the moment. I just want to kind of update people to what's going on, help me get this justice. It's just been terrible. The things that I have had to go through over the past month is just horrendous. And let me tell you, nobody should have to go through that. No one should be attacked in terms of death threats for their views. It's just ridiculous. Thank you, Paul Edward Scott, for that not the Cash App, but for the super chat. Thank you. I appreciate it. So I'm asking you guys to please go ahead and make a contribution because we know that I need justice. I just been done so very wrong. I can't even put it into words. All the things that have happened to me over the last month. That is just the amount of stress that it's caused. The amount of emotional stress that it's caused. The violation of my rights, the violation of my privacy, the lies, the slander, the death threats. I could be here all day talking about what has happened to me. And I'm asking y'all, because y'all know that I am not the only one that this has happened to. There's been numerous numbers of Black women who are just coming online expressing, maybe they got a business that they're running, or maybe they got ideas. They're minding their business, and people, because for whatever reason you don't like them simply for being Black or being dark skinned, you attack them and you get angry and you send your followers to physically harm them, and that's illegal. You can't do that. You cross the line when you do that. So I'm asking y'all to help me get the justice that I deserve. Once again, my Cash App is $ Rashida Lala. $ Rashida Lala. I encourage everybody that's in the sound of my voice to go make a contribution. Again, y'all, I don't have a lot of time. My court date is next month, okay? The protective order is in place. It's there. There is a protective order that's already there. It's already in place. I just need to pay my legal fees. And I'm asking that you guys would please assist me in doing so, because you know that that is the right thing to do, because you know that what this person has did is just wrong. And I don't want nobody else to go through the torture that I've gone through. But one thing about it is I'm fighting for my rights, and I want you to stand with me and fight with me and make a contribution. I want to thank the person. There's a person that donated $1,000 to my legal fund, and I used that money to get the retainer fee started off. Plus, I use my own money, $550 of my own money, and now I need to raise a minimum of $1,500 because the attorney works on a retainer. So please go to my Cash App, $Rashida Lala. Once again, $Rashida Lala. $40 or more will get you one of my books. A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge. You tell me which one you want, because I don't know. The books are $40 each. Darkism, or hold on one second, guys. Or Token Dark Girl, the It Dark Girl of the moment. Okay. So I want to thank every single person that understands, that supports me, that supports my right as a Black woman to speak freely about my experiences being a Black woman, and that knows that I should not be attacked for speaking on the issues that I face as a dark-skinned female. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I've been doing this for years. I've never, I never hurt nobody. I've never attacked anybody. I don't do stuff like that to people. I simply write my books. I self-publish my books. I write my plays. I perform my plays. I espouse my views, and that's it. That's all I do. So I don't deserve to be attacked for doing that in a physically violent way. A person inciting violence because they don't like my views. It does not make sense. We are entitled to have our views, but we are not entitled to incite violence against people. So stand with me, those of you that know that this is wrong, and stand up for justice. This is your time to stand up for justice. The Cash App, once again, is $Rashida Lala. $Rashida Lala. And I want to thank everybody that has made a contribution. I appreciate y'all. I want to thank every single person for your contribution. Like, I don't have no words to let you know how much I appreciate you thinking enough of me and enough of my cause and enough of what I do, and understanding the hard work that I done put in. Never hurt nobody. I've never done that. I just have views on talking about dark. All I do is talk about dark skin. I've been doing this before there was the internet. Never had no problem. I've done this in the community, at schools, churches, libraries, theaters. I ain't never had no problem. Never caused no violence, never incited no violence, never told nobody to go out and get violent. I've never done any of that. I'm a peaceful person. I am a peaceful person. Okay? I have my views on what I feel about dark skin, and I'm not going to stop talking about it, because I've been a victim of darkism, and I want things to change. I want dark-skinned people to be treated fairly. That's all I'm fighting for. I want to speak on my experience as a dark-skinned Black woman. My book, A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge, it speaks on the experiences that I've faced as a dark-skinned woman. I have a right to talk about it. My book, Darkism, speaks on the experiences of dark-skinned people. This is what I do. This is what God put on my heart to do. God gave me this. I created the first platform ever. There was nobody before me to advocate against darkism and colorism. Token Dark Girl. I'm telling you what my experiences are being a dark-skinned woman. I don't see why I should be physically attacked for that. It just doesn't make sense. So my Cash App, guys, is $Rashida Lala. I would really appreciate it if you would help me pay my legal fees. I got the ball rolling. I started it off, and I'm asking y'all to help out, because y'all know what's going on is wrong. Y'all know this. Y'all are moral, ethical, upright people, and know that what I have been through for the last month of hell is wrong. And I'm asking you guys to please step up and help financially. Once again, my Cash App is $Rashida Lala. Also, if you want to go to my PayPal, it's icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. Also, if you want to go to my GoFundMe and give, you can Google Rashida Strober GoFundMe. But by all means, please go and make a donation, a contribution to my legal fees, because we need to stop this person, because I'm not going to talk about no specifics, from inciting violence against Black women online. This has been going on for almost 10 years. It's got to stop. It's illegal. If you want to see this stuff stop, help me with my legal case. Okay? We got to stop this. I'm not the only one. And I know when I'm doing this, I'm speaking up for other Black women who have been victimized, stalked, gotten death threats, harassed. And for whatever reason, I feel bad for them. You know, they weren't able to stand up for their own justice. But I'm here standing up for mine. Stand with me. Make a contribution. Make a contribution now. Those of you that know what this person's doing is wrong. Cash App is $Rashida Lala. Hi, C. Wilson. I'm planning something. I may do a reading of my book, A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge, on the website. I'm toying around with different ideas. But as soon as I get back on there, believe me, I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna let you guys know. I want to say thank you for you all for supporting me. I really, really, really appreciate y'all. Man, I got a lot of appreciation. I can't even, sometimes I can't express in words how much I really appreciate y'all support, but I do. I plan on doing another play. My play gonna be on my website again. That's where it's gonna be at. So if you're a member, great. If you're not a member, you better go to my website, darkskinactivist.com. Once again, darkskinactivist.com, and become a member, because you're going to find out about all the stuff I'm doing on my website, and y'all going to love my readings of my books. Let me tell you, when I do readings of my books, it's an absolute treat. People have told me how much they like me doing, because I do voiceovers and stuff. That's a part of my dark skin activism creativity. So I do readings. So I'm going to be doing a live reading of my book, and you guys are going to love it. For those of you that haven't read the book yet, oh man, it's going to be a treat. It's going to be a treat. Okay. So yeah, I'm glad you asked. It's coming. I love doing the work of I adore doing the work of dark skin activism. There's nothing that I love more than doing, except for probably running. I like to run, and I like to read, and I like to write. But dark skin activism got my heart, because man, man, you know what? There was a young lady today. I'm gonna get off here because I could talk all day. It's sad how some of us get treated. I was at the park today, and there was a dark skinned young lady that was walked up to me, and I was just like sitting there. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me put the charger in. I was just sitting there, and she just walked up to us, and she said, "Can I use your phone?" And it caught me off guard, and I didn't know what was going on. So I was like, I kind of just like looked at her, and then I asked her, I said, "Okay, who you want to call?" And I dialed the number, and she was on the phone like with her head down. So I'm kind of just observing, because I'm trying to see what's going on. And all of a sudden, this dude walks up, dark-skinned dude, unfortunately, and just starts grabbing the phone and grabbing her. And I said, "Wait a minute, what you doing?" And I'm kind of like arguing with him and saying, "Get your hands off her." And the girl she was on the phone with her mom. And he's grabbing on her and kind of making her get in the car. And it was so crazy. And I was trying to get the tag number of his car. And I was talking to her mom. I said, "This guy is really violent. He's acting violently. He's making her get in the car." And I was describing to her what was going on. I said, you need to call the police. And she was like, "Yeah, I'm going to do it." And I was giving her all the information. It was like, I could tell that this guy would have hit this girl if we weren't sitting there. And I told him, I said, "You need to stop. You need to take your hands off of her." And he was kind of like looking at me like, he looked at me like, "Well, who you think you is?" But I mean, she was using my phone. I didn't know her. She looked like she was probably, I don't know, probably was maybe 20. He probably was like 25. And she acted like she was scared of him. And I'm like, it's all this violence that goes on against black women is just absolutely ridiculous. And we have to stand up to this. And I told him, and he looked over there and he seen my brother Jerry and he stopped. He stopped. But he didn't hit her. He was just telling her that, but you could tell he was about, am I lying, Jerry? He looked over there at seen Jerry sitting over there, and we looking because we got witnesses going on, and he didn't put his hand on her. So I told her mom, I was on the phone with her mom, that after she got in the car, I said, you need to call the police on him because this girl is scared, and it's just absolutely ridiculous. So that's what I said. It was very crazy. I could do a whole live on that. It shocked me because she caught me off guard, and I know. He looked over there one time and he seen Jerry, and I was telling him like he was grabbing my phone out of her hand. And I said, what you doing? Stop. And we kind of like went back and forth, and he saw this lady don't know me, but she ain't playing. And I'm like, so I'm just praying for the girl that he didn't like do something to her. And I was trying to get his tag number, but he drove off so fast, I guess he realized I was going to take a picture of his tag number. But I told her mama everything that I seen, and it was just like crazy. Like, we cannot accept black females being abused. That's not right. It's got to stop. If you see it, because you got to think, that could be your daughter that could be in that situation. And you would want somebody, because that's how I was thinking. Sorry about that, y'all. So I got to get out of here, but I might have to come back on here and do a whole live on that one. My phone is about dead, but please make a donation. $ Rashida Lala. $ Rashida Lala. Let's stand up for justice. And I thank y'all for watching, and I will talk to you guys again soon. The world's first and only dark-skinned activist, Rashida Strober. Thank y'all for watching.